Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, speculative demand for money. Speculative demand comes from the word speculation, gambling. Okay. In the last video, we discussed two motives of demand for money, transaction motive and precautionary motive. What is the common element between these two motives? Both the motives of demand for money are interest inelastic, means they are not concerned with the changes in rate of interest rate में change हो ना हो उससे ट्रांजेक्शन और प्रिकॉशनरी मोटिव को कुछ लेना नहीं है. They are not generally influenced by changes in rate of interest. Why we are discussing? Because speculative demand for money is highly interest elastic. It can be changed. It can be influenced by changes in rate of interest. People would like to keep certain amount of money in hand because money is also store of value. Money has also an important function, store of value function. This is also indicating store of value function, but in a different way than precautionary motive. Here, people would like to keep certain amount of cash balance, desire to hold cash balance in order to take future changes in rate of interest. Here, people generally would like to grab the opportunity of changes in rate of interest. Therefore, they are holding money. Okay. So, it is a speculative demand for money is a choice between holding cash and buying bonds. Professor Keynes has explained this motive in the context of prices of bond. वो अलग एसेट के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में भी एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं, मगर हम बॉन्ड के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में इधर डिस्कस करेंगे because Professor Keynes has explained in context of bond. So if this is W, your wealth, it can be either for in money or bond. You have two choice. Either you can keep your money in liquid cash or you can use it for bond. पिछले जो वीडियो है उसमें हमने मनी डिमांड फॉर मनी की डेफिनेशन डिस्कस की थी. हाउ मच ऑफ योर वेल्थ वुड यू लाइक टू कीप इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी, whether currency money or bank money. So what is demand for money here? Wealth. How much wealth or how much of your wealth is kept for in form of money rather than investing money in bond. So this depends on opportunity cost. There is an opportunity cost. If you keep your money in cash, liquidity, you have to sacrifice, you have to forgo rate of interest, income of interest. And when you purchase bond, when you invest bond, you have to sacrifice liquidity. मतलब दोनों एक दूसरे का अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट है. व्हाट इज अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट? नेक्स्ट बेस्ट अल्टरनेटिव दैट इज सैक्रिफाइस ऑफ फॉरगॉन. सपोज आई हैव टू अल्टरनेटिव A and B. Okay, I can invest 1 lakh rupees either in A or in B. Suppose I have decided to make investment in B. So what is the opportunity cost for me? The income which could have been earned by me by investing money in A is opportunity cost of investing money of B in B. A में इन्वेस्टमेंट करके जो मैं इनकम अर्न कर सकता था वो बी में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने का मेरा अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट. सो हियर व्हेन अ पर्सन वुड लाइक टू प्रिजर्व लिक्विडिटी, उसको क्या सेक्रीफाइस करना पड़ेगा? इंटरेस्ट. और अगर वो बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्टमेंट करना चाहता है तो उसको क्या सेक्रीफाइस करना पड़ेगा? लिक्विडिटी. सो अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट or is interest rate is the opportunity cost of holding money in cash. Okay, we will try to understand. So there is an inverse relationship between money hold for speculative motive and prevailing wage rate. It means when rate of interest is high, less money will be demanded for speculative motive, inverse relation. And when rate of interest is low, more money will be demanded for speculative motive. दोनों के बीच में इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप है. How? Why? If rate of interest is high, what will happen? Either people can invest money in bonds. Okay? अगर वो आप लेंडर है तो आपने ज्यादा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पे लैंड किया है तो आप इनएक्टिव कैश बैलेंस कम रखेंगे. देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ बैलेंसेस, एक्टिव एंड इनएक्टिव. एक्टिव मतलब you are investing money somewhere. Inactive cash balances मतलब you just hold money in liquid cash. Okay? अगर इंटरेस्ट रेट ज्यादा होगा, so obviously either you have invested money in somewhere और आपने किसी को लोन दिया है, so you will not keep more money for speculative motive. आप फ्यूचर के लिए ज्यादा नहीं रखेंगे. So that is less money will be demanded for speculative motive. Reverse, in vice versa, if rate of interest is low, less money will be demanded for speculative motive. We will try to understand with this thing with the help of a diagram. So technical term में क्या कर सकते हैं कि speculative demand for money is function of rate of interest. जैसे जैसे rate of interest change होगा वैसे वैसे speculative demand for money change. X axis represents speculative demand for money. Y axis represents rate of interest. This is LP curve, liquidity preference curve. This is downward sloping. Any curve which slopes downward always indicate inverse relationship between X and Y. Suppose here this is rate of interest is R1, very high rate of interest, so very less amount of money is demanded for speculative money. इतना ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट हाई रेट है तो एक्सपेक्टेशन अभी इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ने की कोई एक्सपेक्टेशन है नहीं, और जो अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट है वो कम है क्योंकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों ने इन्वेस्टमेंट कर दिया है, एक्टिव कैश बैलेंस है. सो होल्डिंग मनी इन कैश तो उतना अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट नहीं है. सो ऑब्वियसली वेरी लेस मनी इज डिमांडेड फॉर स्पेक्युलेटिव मोटिव. सपोज रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट फॉल्स फ्रॉम R1 to R2, speculative demand for money increase from D1 to D2. So as rate of interest falls, or when people are expecting fall in rate of interest, okay, obviously they will demand more money for speculative motive. So 20%, 10%, 5%, etc. This is the curve. This is a very, very artery. So you can observe artery. It's a dotted line. So it is indicated कि interest rate कम होगा, मगर कितना कम होगा? You have 20% and it's just 2%. So it is the lowest rate of interest. Now past data, past experience से लोगों को मालूम है कि अभी rate of interest उससे कम नहीं हो सकता. Interest rate will not fall further below this level. So therefore the curve becomes horizontal straight line. The curve becomes horizontal straight line. It means infinite. The curve becomes horizontal straight line, and this curve demand for money, this area is known as liquidity trap. This area is known as liquidity trap, where demand for money curve becomes horizontally straight. What is liquidity trap? It is the situation where there is no chances of falling of rate of interest fall further. अभी rate of interest fall नहीं हो सकता. It means any increase or expansion in the supply of money will be in the sphere of liquidity trap. Huh? Supply of money increases, rate of interest fall, investment increases. ये अब नहीं होगा. Supply of money, even though there is supply increase in supply of money, rate of interest will not fall and investment will not increase. It means हम लोग क्या कह सकते हैं कि जो गवर्नमेंट की मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी है, मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी ऑफ गवर्नमेंट बिकम्स इनफेक्टिव. गवर्नमेंट की मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी इनफेक्टिव नहीं है बिकॉज द इंक्रीज इन सप्लाई ऑफ मनी विल बी इन लिक्विडिटी ट्रैप. अब सब इनएक्टिव कैश बैलेंसेस हो जाएंगे. इन टेक्निकल टर्म व्हाट कैन बी से दैट कि लिक्विडिटी ट्रैप is the set points. Liquidity trap may be defined as the set points of liquidity preference curve where when percentage change in demand for money, delta M upon M, percentage change in demand for money in response to percentage change in rate of interest, delta I upon I, approaches infinitely, approaches infinity. अभी infinite हो जाए. Okay, so that is speculative motive of demand for money, and that is liquidity trap. Means any increase in supply of money will be trapped under liquidity. That's why it is known as liquidity trap. So in this video we discuss what is liquidity trap, speculative demand for money. People hold certain amount of liquid cash or cash balances in order to take advantages of future changes in rate of interest. There is inverse relationship between money hold for speculative motive and current interest rate. And liquidity trap is a situation where any increase in supply of money will not bring changes in rate of interest. Rate of interest अब कम नहीं होंगे और entire increase in supply of money will be in the sphere of liquidity trap. Okay, उसके अलग अलग approaches है. It can be explained in terms of borrower's point of view, lender's point of view, asset motive, पोर्टफोलियो मोटिव. मगर आप लोग मास्टर डिग्री के स्टूडेंट्स नहीं हैं तो इतना आपके लिए पर्याप्त है. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर टुडे.